Hey everybody, so today I'm going to teach you how to learn Mandarin or how to start to learn Mandarin using a memory palace. The reason this all comes about is I'm a screenwriter. I've been working on a film project in China. So I've been traveling over there and very much wanting to learn the language. So I started using apps like Duolingo and Chinesey, and they're really great. And so I was, progressing very quickly in those apps. But then when it came time to actually use the vocabulary that I had acquired or that I thought I had acquired, I was having real difficulty remembering it. And then also when I wanted to just review, I'd have to, use the app itself to review, and that was also kind of difficult. So I wanted a way that I could review using just my own head, organizing the vocabulary as I acquired it. So what I started to do is create some memory palaces using memorypalace.com, which is a free tool to create memory palaces and share them. So that's what I'll be using for this presentation, and I'll include a link to the palace so you can access it, you can change it around, you can do whatever you want with the palace once you've created an account. So I'll go ahead and enter. This is a simple palace just to show you the system I've been working on for learning Chinese. So I'm going to start with just the numbers, a very simple set of vocabulary. So this is the set. There it is. This is the numbers 0 through 10, and then a couple of powers of 10. So 10, 100, 1,000, and 10,000. What I've done is I've transformed those into objects that I've then placed inside of this very simple room. So this is something that comes from the memory sciences, is how to organize a room and break it down into numbers. And so there's a pretty simple way of doing it, and that's that you enter the room, and kind of where that door is would be your 0. Then the first corner of the room on the floor would be your 1, your 2, your 3, and the far corner over there would be your 4. I'm sorry, you can't see it, but there's a red C there. That's the number 4. The number 4. So there it is, the red C. And then so number 5 is in the middle of the room on the floor. And then you go up to the corners on the top of the room. And so that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, and then in the middle, the 10. So no matter where you are, if you're in a corner, if you add 5, you're going to be on the top. So this would be number 2. This is number 7. Same thing for number 5. This is number 10. And then the powers of 10 I've just placed on the far wall. So I've got 100, 1,000, and 10,000. So with regards to the pronunciation of the tones, which is really important, and again, one of the things that was giving me a lot of difficulty with learning Chinese was I might even recall the pinyin, I might even recall the ideogram, but remembering the tone and how to pronounce it was just was really hard to do. So so what I've done is all the objects, there's 4 tones, 4 colors. So the first tone, the rising tone, is blue, like when you look up to the sky. So the red, the falling tone, is like, to me, is kind of like implies a little bit of violence. So it's like stabbing, it goes down. So it's a stabbing, it's strong. So that's that tone. Then there's the tone that's flat. That would be to me it's almost like space. So I remember just like a outer space, like that like stillness of space. So that's the black one. And then white is like the wavelength of light. So it's that U that it falls and then it rises again. So that's like light, um, just like the wavelength. So there you go. So those are the 4 tones, each in colors. So what you want to do is, learn these objects so you're able to just walk around this room, in your own head. And once you're able to do that, then you can review the numbers, whether you're driving in your car or working out. You don't need your app, you don't need your phone, you don't need anything. All the information's there in your head, and you can review it in your head. And the good thing is, the more you review it, obviously, the better chance you have of locking it into your long-term memory. So what we'll do is we'll just run through these really quickly. So, ling, like rising for 0, yi for 1, for 2, san for 3. We've got s for C for 4. 5 is wu for 5. Liu, 6. Qi, 7. Ba, 8. Ju, 9. Shi, 10. Bai, that would be 100. Chan, and 1. So again, the simple thing is, and I'll just run through them now kind of in my memory. I'm just going to close my eyes and I'll walk in the room and I see on the floor there, I see that blue ring and that's a 0, so that's ling. And then I've got the calendar for the year on the left and it's black, so that's yi. Then on the far corner, I've got an ER, like emergency room, and that's er. Then I've got the pile of black sand on the other corner, that's san. And then I've got the little red sea, so that's s. Then I've got in the middle the guy bungee jumping, he's going woo, so that's woo, because he's white. Then top left corner, I've got a red lion, so that's liu. Far corner, I've got the guy is like it's like his little aura, his chi, his energy, so that's chi. And then on the corner over there, I've got ba, like a black sheep, right? So ba, that's 8. Then I've got the Star of David, and it's white, so that's Ju. And then in the middle on the top, I've got a blue shoe, so that's Shu. Then on the bottom, I've got Bai, that's 100. Then I've got Chan, that's 1,000. And I've got 1, and it's like a magic wand, and it's red, so it's 1. So that's it. And again, I apologize if I've butchered these tones. I'm learning just like you guys are. So that's that. And again, I'm gonna include this palace. The link is gonna be in the description, so you can change it around. You can do whatever you want with it. Just go on Memory Palace and play with it. So thanks a lot for listening, and hit the subscribe button if this is of any value to you. And also in the comments, let me know if there's particular lessons that you want me to do. I'm going to try to do this every week and put out a new little palace for a new little section of Chinese. If you want me to do a specific section, then let me know. Or if you want me to do something besides Chinese, also let me know, and I'll do my best to make that happen. So thanks a lot for listening, and I hope you all have a very memorable day.